Hello and welcome to ThePrint. The use of a diplomatic passport by suspended JDS leader Prajwal Revanna, who is facing some serious allegations of sexual abuse, has raised questions. This comes a day after the Ministry of External Affairs, or the MEA, confirmed that Revanna, the grandson of former Prime Minister H.D. Devagowda, is in Germany and travelled on a diplomatic passport without seeking political clearance from the MEA. So, what are the rules for diplomatic passport holders? Well, members of parliament are entitled to a diplomatic passport besides a normal passport. This maroon colored passport comes with certain privileges such as immunity from arrest in a host country and special access to diplomatic channels and services provided by Indian diplomatic missions abroad. So here's what the MEA said about Revanna's case.
Specifically on political clearance, we had no political clearance was either sought from or issued by MEA in respect of the travel of the said MP to Germany. Obviously, no visa note was issued either. No visa is required for diplomatic passport holders to travel to Germany. The ministry has also not issued any visa note for any of the country for the said member of parliament.
Revanna is believed to have flown to Germany after the first phase of the Lok Sabha polls in Karnataka on 26 April. If we look at a parliament bulletin issued by the Rajya Sabha Secretariat on 30th January 2023, it clearly states that when using a diplomatic passport, MPs have to get political clearance from the MEA before proceeding abroad. Such requests may be made at least 3 weeks in advance. And this rule also applies to private visits abroad, such as tourism or visiting friends and relatives. However, a diplomatic passport cannot be used when traveling abroad for private business. Now, this is an important distinction between private visit and private business. An MP or government official can use a diplomatic passport for personal reasons like tourism and visiting friends and relatives, but not for private business, which refers to participating in seminars or conferences and other business affairs. So let's look at what a diplomatic passport is. A diplomatic passport under the Type D category are issued to Indian government officials or diplomats who travel abroad for official purposes. Officials at embassies, high commissions, and other Indian missions usually carry this passport. However, MPs are also entitled to them. The cover of a diplomatic passport is maroon instead of the standard dark blue. This should not be confused with the white-colored official passport, which is reserved for Indian government officials who are representing the Indian government on official businesses when traveling abroad. It is arguably the most powerful passport that an official from India can carry. Diplomatic passports are usually valid for 5 years or less, depending on the position of the holder and the nature of the assignment or visit. This is unlike an ordinary passport that is valid for 10 years for adults or 5 years for minors. Diplomatic passport holders enjoy certain privileges that I mentioned before, and these privileges are not allocated to ordinary passport holders. For example, apart from the privileges I mentioned about immunity from arrest in a host country, diplomatic passport holders have their immigration formalities upon arrival fast-tracked. They also enjoy immunity from detention, as I mentioned, as well as other privileges. Diplomatic passport holders also do not need to acquire a visa note from the MEA if they are traveling to one of the 34 nations that shares a visa exemption agreement with India. Now, these are very interesting agreements and are usually reciprocal between two countries. Finland, France, Germany, Spain, Kenya, Japan, Iran, and many more are among the 34 countries that allow Indian diplomatic passport holders to visit their country without a visa note, and vice versa. The period of stay under this exemption agreement varies from 30 to 90 days depending on the country. For example, Afghanistan and Turkmenistan allow a 30-day visa-free stay to diplomatic passport holders. Uzbekistan allows a 60-day period, and Finland, France, Germany, and in fact a majority of the other countries on the list allow a 90-day period. Let's look at the procedure by which a diplomatic passport can be revoked. On Wednesday, in a letter to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah asked the government to cancel Revanna's diplomatic passport. The spokesperson of the MEA, Randhir Jaiswal, said on Thursday that a direction should come from a court to revoke a person's diplomatic passport. So far, we haven't received any such direction from any court, he said. According to Section 10(3) under the Passport Act 1967, the Passport Authority may impound or revoke a passport on various grounds. Now, these include if the holder is found to be in wrongful possession of the passport, has been convicted by a court in India for any offence and is sentenced to imprisonment for not less than 2 years, and if proceedings in respect of an offence alleged to have been committed by the holder of the passport are pending before a criminal court in India. Now, currently, an SIT investigation against Revanna for alleged sexual harassment is underway. The investigation will proceed. After that, appropriate action will be taken, the MEA spokesperson had said on Thursday when asked if Revanna broke protocol by not seeking political clearance for his travel to Germany. Now, Revanna and his father, JDS MLA HD Revanna, have been booked under sections of the Indian Penal Code that pertains to sexual abuse, stalking, threat, and insult caused to the modesty of a woman. The father-son duo has also been asked to appear before the SIT for investigation. Now, coming back to the Passport Act 1967, it also mentions that the Passport Authority has the power to cancel a passport if a warrant or summons for appearance or a warrant for the arrest of the passport holder has been issued by a court. This may also apply if there is a court order prohibiting the passport holder's departure from India. A passport may also be impounded or revoked if a court has convicted the passport holder of any offence under the Passport Act, and an order of revocation may be made by an appellate court or by a high court. Thanks for watching. This is Pia Krishnankutty for ThePrint.